Hello, this is Roger over at Bear Behind Beekeeping. Happy New Year. Today is December 31st. This will be the last time I'm in the bees this year. Today what we're doing is it's unreasonably warm for Vermont. It's about 50, maybe 48, almost 50 degrees right now. And I'm going to take advantage of the warm weather to check on the full hives that I have. I'm not going to crack open the nukes. The double nukes seem to have plenty of feed on them, but I'm a little concerned about some of these double deeps. So we're going to take a look at them. We're not going to break into them other than just look at the top and put up a sugar brick. And forgive me if you can't hear me. I'm doing this one on my phone, and with a little luck you can hear, but we'll see. One of the challenge with these insulated boxes that I put on is I haven't made to set up myself a good way to get into the hive without really bothering the bees. So this is on there good and propolized, which is positive, but I gotta get onto it. So I can hear the girls. We got a little bit of a cluster going. It's not as big of a cluster as I hoped for, but they're towards the top, so I think it's a good call to put the feed on. And I'm just using sugar bricks. You've probably seen these made a half a dozen times. I keep swearing that I'm going to build a video for these, but I don't. So I like these gloves, but I have to admit, I don't have the dexterity that I've had in the past with this stuff. There you go, sweeties. Just kind of get down for me. There we go. So this was one of my most ornery hives before. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera a little bit, and I'm just going to check the entrance to make sure that it's clean. All right, first hive is done. All right, let's take a look at this next one. can't believe how, well, hello Snyder. If that doesn't rile him up, nothing will. Oh yeah. So that's a pretty good little cluster. They're all on the top. Down, please. Ah, you girls are supposed to be below. Down, please. Yeah, I know. You don't like it. I don't blame you. So I am really curious why these girls are way up top like this. Excuse me, please. Please. Yeah, I really like the fit of these new gloves, but the dexterity is not what I was hoping for. Alright, the good news is it is so warm out. I think this is going to be fine. Come on. All right. That's two. And it looks like they're starting to go in that front entrance now, so as well as the backup. So I think they're going to be fine. So I am really curious why those girls would be so far up the top this early in the season. Uh-oh. Well, that's too bad. As you can see, we've got a dead cluster. And this is really early in the season for these girls to be done. So we got an empty frame here. A little bit of nectar on the outside of it though. We got a frame full of honey and a frame that's a little empty, and full frames throughout the rest of the hive. Yeah, this one's chock-a-block full. So unfortunately, we have our first casualty of winter. So it could have been mites, could have been too small a colony. As you can see, it's a pretty small cluster up top there. There's a fair amount of bees on the bottom. I don't know. All right. All right, let's see what these girls are up to. So this one was a little different. I did some modifications on my upper insulation. Let's see how that fared. I heard bees in here the other day. Coming out the front. Nope, just the other one's being all angry at me. Well, I could have sworn that I heard bees in here yesterday when I stuck my head in here. Oh, for Pete's sake. That's in there good. What do you think if they're in there? They'd be up talking to me. All right, again, lots of honey. That's too bad. That top wasn't on right before. Alright, sideways brook for dead. Alright, let's take a look. One more hive. 3 sugar bricks. A lot of deceased bees on this front. Nobody flying on a warm day. All right, we got bees. That's a good sign. Not a bad looking cluster. Can you see it from here? Oh yeah. Ideally I'd like a little bigger one, but I'll take what I get. All right, ladies, let's get you down, please. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to pop this feeder out and just make sure that it's empty with no liquid in there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to add 2 of those other honeycombs. Wow, that was a lot of propolis. All right, girls, I'm gonna give you 2 bricks just because you've been so good to me. Here's 1. Here's another 1. Why I'm delaying so much is I've got a bunch of bees to the front. I just don't want to smush any of them if I can help it. So I'm just trying to take a better guess with my sugar bricks. There we go. All right, girls. I know it's wet, but you're better off on the ground than you are underneath this lid in the quilt, in the box. Honestly, get out of here. I wish I could let them know that I'm trying to help. Alright, I guess that's on correctly. It's just the box is crooked. All right. It's kind of like Schrodinger's beehives. They're both alive and dead until I confirm the box. Well, I've got one hive alive for sure. I could break a little feed. Again, it's not cold outside. As angry as they're going to be. There's not a terribly large cluster in there. All right, I'm going to bring him some feed. There you go, girls. Hopefully that'll do you well enough. And this one did not make it. Okay, we got one alive and one not. Ooh, the sun is just wrong. Let's see what I can do here. I'm going to try this with the sun on my back. It may give you some weird shadows. Looks like I got bees in this one for sure. We're still rolling. So I cracked this open. Both hives have bees in them. The far one, this one here, has got a ton of honey. And as soon as I cracked this top open, it was oozing everywhere. This one, the bees were so close to the top, I just decided to put the sugar brick on this empty space, and I think they can get up there and get to it. At least they can see it. So I'm going to cover them up, and I'm going to be cautiously optimistic that these girls are good to go. So I'm probably going to get stung on the hand, but here's a good sign. They are pouring out of there, showing me that they're alive. So I like that. The other side, which I did have bees on, they're not really pouring out, but I did see them. So I did see them up top. So I think we're in a good place. Hey, I just wanted to do a real closer after dropping the camera. Looks like Old Man Winter so far has taken 1 nuke and 2 regular hives, but I'm left with 3 doubled hives going and 3 nukes going. So I think, while it's disappointing to lose any hives, I think I'm in a good place for now. I know I can't count on it because we have a lot of winter left despite it being a nice day today, but cautiously optimistic. Hope each and every one of you have a great new year, and see you soon.